my son is at school, my wife went to get groceries. I have the house all to myself. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna make a video, and I'm not gonna shoot it here in my office. I wanna do something different. And since I have the house all to myself, I wanna shoot it in the kitchen. What will I talk about? I want to show you what the default picture styles, picture profiles look like on the Canon R6. And then I'll show you also the C-Log, actually C-Log 3. And I'll tell you why I prefer C-Log or C-Log 3 to the default picture styles. So I'm gonna set the lights, microphone and everything in the kitchen, and just 1 second. What's up guys, Dan Frulani here and welcome back to a new video. If you're new to this channel, there's one thing you need to know. I make videos with and about the Canon 90D, the Canon M50, the Canon EOS R and the Canon R6. What do I talk about in this video? Well, also this one is being shot by my Canon R6, which is my new toy. So, however, I'm gonna talk about something that applies to any camera. Like it could be the 90D, the M50, the EOS R and so on. Why? Because I'm gonna talk about picture styles or picture profiles. I've heard it both ways. Well, picture profiles in Canon cameras are called picture styles. What are they? Let's say you just got your first camera and you need to set everything to shoot your video and you find this option, picture style. If you don't know any better, you see the names like landscape. So if you're shooting a landscape or something, you select landscape, right? Right. Or if you're shooting an interview, it's like portrait, right? So you select portrait, right? Right. Well, it's not as simple as that. Let's say what these picture profiles, picture styles do. They give a specific amount of saturation, highlights, shadows, sharpness to define a specific style, to give a specific look to the footage. So in the end, just play around with them and choose the one you like. When should you use a default picture style? Mostly when you're a beginner and you're not into color grading, you want to do things fast. Also, if you're a vlogger, you don't have time to color grade your footage, so you just shoot using one of these picture styles and you're good to go. But okay, now I want to show you what these picture styles look like on the Canon R6 right now. Alright, what do you think about it? Leave a comment down below, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And check the links in the description to see all my gear stuff and things. My gear. And check the link to Epidemic Sound if you want 1 month of awesome music and great sound effects for free. Alright, now, as I already said, who should use these picture styles? Well, mostly people who don't have time to color grade their footage, or beginners who don't know how to do it yet. Or simply, if you like one or more of these picture styles and you're happy with them, then why bother? Just shoot using them and Bob's your uncle. But I don't use them. Why? Well, on one side it's true that some of them look pretty nice. I mean, they're pretty usable. But there are two main reasons why I don't like using them. First of all, when you shoot using one of those default picture styles, the highlights and the shadows are defined there. If you try to bring them up in post, There'll be no detail in there, nothing. Same thing for the highlights. You try to bring it down a little bit to show more detail, and nothing. There'll be nothing. It'll be gone. Why? Because the limits of the highlights and the shadows would be already set by the profile or picture style. So if you want to color grade your footage, you won't have any flexibility in post, or at least you'll be very limited unless you use the neutral one and you modify it a little bit to make it more like flat. So you should go in the menu, go through the options of the picture style of the neutral one and drop the saturation, drop the sharpness, drop the contrast. It'll be much better. However, this is the Canon R6. Therefore, I have some awesome option to shoot in C-Log, and even better, C-Log 3. Why do I like using this C-Log? It's a very flat profile that when you use it and you watch the footage, it looks like there's nothing in it. No saturation, no contrast, no sharpness, nothing. But it retains much of the details, both in the highlights and the shadows. Of course, we're not talking about a hairy Alexa or a red Monstro or no. But still, using C-Log 3, you can have a pretty good dynamic range, a pretty good improvement, a significant one compared to the default picture styles. And also in terms of colors, you're gonna have more flexibility. So when you shoot in C-Log 3, you can bring your footage back to life, giving saturations, sharpness, and play around with the contrast, with the highlights and the shadows. You can also apply LUTs. When you shoot in C-Log, or C-Log 3, you have much more flexibility also in terms of colors. The most important thing is that a flat profile gives you the possibility to make your footage look the way you want to express yourself. Alright, so again, what you think about it, and leave a comment down below, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. In brief, who should use default picture styles? Who should use C-Log or a flat profile? For what concerns default picture styles, either for beginners or for bloggers that they don't have time to color grade their footage and to play around with the colors and everything. And besides, for a vlog, you do not need a huge dynamic range. It's more about telling a story. One of the default picture styles will be fine. And also, and most of all, whoever is happy with one or more of those default picture styles, of course, is not obliged to learn how to color correct and color grade their footage. On the other side, if you don't mind learning how to color grade, which is not even that complicated at all, if you don't know how to do that, there are many tutorials, but my suggestion, just pick a software. It could be Resolve, DaVinci Resolve, or Premiere Pro, or anything, even just iMovie, and play around with the colors, contrast and stuff. You know, use your own eye. And when it looks good, it's good. Alright, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button and subscribe if you aren't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video.